Alrighty, what is up, Cali crew? So, you've got your minute hang, you've got your 10-second pull-up hold, now you've got your first pull-up, and now you're like, what's next? There's lots of things that's next, but the main movement that I see that people in the gym really want to get is their first pullover. So let me break it down for you. There are two main prerequisites to the pullover. Number one is being able to do an upside down deadlift on the bar, not the rings, on the bar. And the second one is being able to do a front lever row. If you don't know what a front lever is, go and check out the front lever progressions. Now, why do we have to use those two movements as a prerequisite? I would also add a third one to this, which is actually a toes to bar. It's not necessary, but basically being able to do a toes to bar gives you the necessary strength to be able to get your legs up and over and throw your hips back. If you can do a upside down deadlift, you can do a front lever row, and you can do a toes to bar, you 100% can do your pullover. It's just technique, okay? So, the main muscles that we're using here are your lats and your biceps, just like any pulling movement, okay? When you look at the pullover, what you're basically doing is you're combining a toes to bar with a front lever row or a pull-up. You're doing it both. The whole goal is you're trying to get your hip crease, right? So this part up and over the bar. Once you've got it on top of the bar, you can use the momentum of bringing yourself over to swing your legs down, and you come round super easy, right? You're just gonna fling yourself round. And getting up on the bar is one of the first most foundational movements in gymnastics, because then it will allow you to progress towards, again, maybe like a muscle up negative, doing dips on the bar, etc., etc. So it's a foundational movement for everything, okay? So, some common kind of like challenges. If you're planning on having kids soon, be careful of this. That's all I need to say if you're a guy. Because at first when I was doing this and I was going upside down, you hit right here, right? So just be careful. You want to get yourself, you want to pull yourself up and over enough that you really go above, like almost where your hip crease is, right? So you'd rather be higher than lower. That's all I really need to say. The swing will feel awkward and inefficient at first. You won't know how to get the swing. You'll probably be doing it more strict rather than with a swing, which is absolutely fine. That's great. Like if you learn it strict first, then how to swing, that's great. I wish CrossFit could learn from that. And the third thing is you simply just won't make it over because you need to learn how to kick the legs down. So let's go through all of it now. So really, what you're basically doing, again, like I said, you're doing your toes to bar, you're getting your legs up and over, but you're using more lats for the toes to bar than you are your core, right? Because again, when you think about it, if you're using your core for toes, which is fantastic, by the way, like more power to you if you can get your core engaged and your compression engaged rather than your lats. I know I use my lats a lot more for a toes to bar, but we're coming back, we're squeezing up with our lats, we're bringing our legs up and over, but as we're doing that, again, in a toes to bar, how close do your hips get to the bar? They don't. And so what you need to do is you need to come back, but as you're doing that, you're pulling. And what that pulling is doing is you're bringing your hips up, then you're pulling your hips up and over, and that up and over aspect is when it gets on top of the bar, your legs can then swing and you can come round, right? And that's when you get your first full pullover, okay? So, what you do is you start by performing a toes to bar, you bring your legs up. As you do that movement, you're also pulling at the same time, and then you're gonna get to the point where your hips are super close to the bar. You might need to pull a little bit more to your waist, so literally the bar, you're pulling the bar to your waist. Once it's on your hip crease, you swing the legs round, and bam, you're gonna get your first pullover, okay? Some little tips that I like doing, I like focusing on. I keep my eyes on the bar. When I do this, I always think about kind of like chest up, and I'm pulling up and over. I'm looking at the bar because that's the direction where I want to go. I'm not looking down, I'm looking at the bar. Don't over pull when you're doing this, right? So during the toes to bar phase, you don't want to pull too much, right? I see a lot of people basically just doing a pull up. and then kind of like segmenting the movement. They do a pull-up, then they try and come round. Try and do it both at the same time. So try and do a toes to bar and a pull-up at the same time, and that's going to allow you to get the momentum to come over and squeeze. And that is the third thing. Momentum is your friend with this one, right? If you get the movement going together, you get the toes to bar and you get that pull, and you get the hips over, bam, you're going to swing round and you're going to get that first pullover. All right, guys? So if you like the video, make sure to hit like below. That means that I know that you've enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. I get back to all of the comments on the CaliUnity YouTube. And if you know someone else who's working on their first pullover, share the video with them. The whole of our YouTube channel and CaliUnity in general online is about making health education accessible to everyone, especially people that don't like the gym but still want to get strong, mobile and toned. So you can do this completely for free at home, no strings attached, it's all there. And if you want to see more of this stuff and you want to see more progressions, more movements, more mobility, how to heal your injuries, how to lose weight, lifestyle, sleep, everything else, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've got loads more things coming, and hopefully we can just be as useful as possible, taking the lessons that we learn from our world-class facility in Bath and sharing them online for free. All right, guys? So best of luck for your first pullover, and I'll see you guys in the next one.